All right, I got two things I want to talk about. They both start with F. And there might be a third thing that starts with F that I want. In fact, there would definitely be a third thing that starts with F that I want to talk about. And as a historian, I feel compelled to comment on current events. So that's what I'm going to comment on right now. Decades ago, I was a musician at night, and I was, let us say, a traffic coordinator or traffic control operative during the day, which is inaccurate, but kind of fancy way of saying that I was a flagger. I had one of those little poles, wasn't that little, that said stop on one side and slow on the other side. And my job was to direct traffic around the work site. So the guys I was directing traffic for um, didn't get run over. All right, so a couple of times I almost got run over. I stepped out of the way. Okay, I didn't have to. I stepped out of the way. I didn't have to turn around and shoot a mother of three in the head. One time was a couple of old people. They just went right. If I didn't move, they would have killed me. That's okay. Then they stopped. They said I'm sorry. No big deal. Another time it was a woman. I was at the bottom of the cell, and this woman come flying over the hill. I said, "Fuck this! I'm not moving." So the one screeches to a halt, and it was a lady, it was a young mother with a child in the car, driving like a maniac. You can't do that kind of shit. The third time, of course, there was a crazy dude I don't know if it was a dude or a dudette in a little sports car, went plowed right through the fucking work area, scattering the fucking cones, people jumping out of the way, rode off with a cone underneath of the car, make it just disappeared into the night. Very dangerous, potentially fatal. Um, nobody, we didn't even throw rocks after him. I don't think anybody was armed. I don't think I was armed at the time. But we didn't even throw rocks after the guy. We just got out of the way. I mean, that's it. We didn't have to kill anybody to preserve our own lives. We weren't afraid. We jumped out of the fucking way. Who would shoot? And that guy knew there was a woman in the car. What kind of a scum would shoot a woman? I don't care what she's doing here. Maybe she's got a gun on you. Okay, maybe then. But in a car, a woman in a car, you step out of the fucking way. The, what kind of a cowardly scum shoots a woman? Oh, wait a minute. The kind of cowardly scum that works for the head of Homeland Security who periodically blows the brains out of puppies and horses and whatever else he feels like killing. These people are not normal, okay? It's not normal. You don't just shoot a freaking woman in the head and walk away. Oh, I was scared. I was scared of this woman. Disgusting. All right, let's get to fascism. This is going to be a quick one. The second of the F's. First one was flagger. I was a flagger. Now we're going to talk about fascism. Fascism is when government and big business work hand in hand, and it's blatantly fascist. Of the Here comes the third F of the fuckhead in the White House to consult with oil companies before he consults with the Democratic Party. That is blatant fascism. Okay, government and big business work hand in hand equals fascism. You now live in fascist America. No one can deny it. No one who understands what fascism is can deny that we now live in fascist America. Oh, God. I'm just going to ramble on now. I've been reading a lot of books about the Civil War, right? And what it comes down to, one aspect of it, the aspect that I want to talk about it, is what it comes down to that the average Southerner was so fucking stupid that he wanted to lay down his life so that rich people could afford slaves that he couldn't afford. You know, fighting for the South, if you weren't rich, was um, what do they call it? It's not counterproductive. It's not. I can't think of the word. Wait, let me see if I can stop and think of the word. Well, it was indeed counterproductive, but wait a minute. Let me think of that fucking word. Oh, against one's own interest. If you were a small farmer in the South and you didn't own slaves, then fighting for people who did own slaves was against your interests, against your best interests. So, all right. While the average Southerner was pretty fucking stupid, he did have a lot of balls. You got to give him that. No brains, lots of balls. Um, so what about Americans today? Now here we are in fascist America, and most people are doing jack shit about it. But okay, I got an open mind. Let's wait and see what happens in the midterms. That would be, let us say, the most pacifistic thing to do. I mean, these motherfucking Nazis should be dying now. God damn it. I'm going to have to cut that part out before YouTube throws me off. All right. Motherfucker.